Greetings everyone, I'm Record II, and welcome to the things they missed in 21W08A, the 10th snapshot for Minecraft 1.17 The Caves and Cliffs update. Now, as always, I need to tell you something. This video is not going to be a full overview, it'll only be a video compiling little details and changes in this version. And I also am not guaranteeing that you have missed these or you've never seen these, but nevertheless, this is the compilation of these type of features, small little details about the snapshot. So let's get into it. And there's not a lot to talk about, but I will still have enough for a whole video. So let's just get into it. Well, first of all caves now generate below y equals 0. For some reason, the regular old carvers, like canyons and the old winding tunnels, would not generate. But as you can see, probably should go into spectator. Yeah, for example, this one. They do generate now below y equals 0. Now, some of them do look weird. For example, this one. And that's because it's another change in this snapshot. Now, these canyon and regular cave carvers have a chance to be a different shape. So, you could get very narrow carvers like these or much wider ones. So, there's variety now to the way that old carvers generate. Now there's also a new carver, which is very similar to canyons, and it's called the crack carver, but it's basically a very narrow and very deep canyon. There's a lot of them in this version, so that's pretty much all there is to say about that. Also, there's another thing that they did. They fixed geodes, like the ones we just saw, were generating in midair or very exposed. Now they will only generate if they have enough terrain to be buried inside. Also, they return lava, which is now at y equals -53. As you can see, if I go into F3, this is pretty much around the level. This is actually a regular lava pool that's independent from the lava level. So the actual lava level is right here, as you can see. -53, as I said. So yeah. I'm not full of shit, that's how it is. So they actually added some different changes to the ore distribution. For example, diamond and gold have reduced air exposure. What that means is that if a diamond ore or a gold ore was to generate, it had around a 50% chance of not showing up unless it was exposed to water or if it was embedded into the wall. Iron is also broken in this version. Now I'm actually in the B snapshot, so I do have iron here, but in the A snapshot, for example, they forgot to add, enable the iron generation. So that actually doesn't work. But they still had the smaller blobs of iron, which is another change in this ore distribution chart. So these actually still generated, while the more surface level caves above y equals 0, they had like no iron at all. Also, tough ores don't generate properly, I wanted to say. So if the ore generated in a patch of tough, it'll be a regular type instead of the deep slate variation that you can see in most places. For example, that's a good example right here. Lapis in this version is also broken, so there would be no deep slate lapis generating anywhere in this specific snapshot. Also, the thing about these deep slate ores is that they take twice as much time to break them. So as you know, deep slate takes one more tick than regular stone to mine, but these ores actually take twice the time. Also, if you remember from the previous snapshot, there were some recipes that were not present in the game for some of the deep slate blocks. Well, actually in this snapshot, deep slate tiles still have no recipe. And another change in this version is that, well, I don't really have a good place to demonstrate, but mineshafts now generate in open air, which before they didn't, but now since they have supports, they will generate in the middle of a huge mega cave, as an example. I also wanted to mention that the deep slate ores, some of their textures are not consistent as the counterpart. For example, the gold is like a couple pixels off from regular gold, and also diamond, regular diamond looks normal, but the deep slate diamond ore actually has a 1 pixel shift to the side. They also made these big noise caves much more common than they were in the previous snapshot, as well as making glow lichen twice as common than it was before. Also, the deep slate blocks have sounds now, so the deep slate block and the deep slate bricks block they have their own unique sounds. And another change in this snapshot, which is actually the last one for this video, is that lecterns are no longer essential. So if you've seen the changes with the redstone tab, you would know that they actually changed the way that it's sorted, which is better for players, for redstone. And a lectern used to be like one of the essential blocks, but now it's grouped into the second group of blocks. So that's pretty much everything there is to say about this snapshot in terms of little things. And yeah, as always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to smash subscribe, ring my bell, and as always, stay.